Hello, the date is September 8th, 2022, and do we have a show for you today? For the next 6 school days, we will be releasing an interview with 11 of the homecoming royalty candidates. You get to meet each and every one of them. We ask questions about Washington, how it felt, what they feel their leadership is, where they're going to go, stuff like that. It's a great show. Today we have Jack Hinrichs and Claire Johnson. Claire I had in class, so I got to know her, so I kind of knew her, and I did not know Jack Hinrichs at all. And gosh, he brings it to the Mount Rushmore. The Mount Rushmore today is the Mount Rushmore of sauces. That will be at the end. These are all going to be around 20 minutes. Okay, so just stay excited. It's fun stuff. Okay, thank you, and check us out on our YouTube. If you want to find our YouTube, it's the Warrior Way Podcast on YouTube. It's first channel you'll see. Also, if you have us on Instagram and Twitter, you can see it in the bio. Awesome. Well, enjoy the show.
It is time for the greatest thing there is.
This is the way.
This is the warrior way.
Well, let's welcome to the program 2 new guests who have never been on here, part of our homecoming royalty class of 2023. And I'm going to have you guys introduce yourself to the podcast and tell me 3 things, okay? What your name is, your elementary school, and your middle school, okay?
You want to go first?
Yeah, okay. So I'm Claire Johnson. I went to John Harris Elementary and Patrick Henry Middle School.
Howdy, I'm Jack Hinrichs. I went to Eugene Field Elementary School and Whittier Middle School. Go Wolverines.
Go Wolverines. Ooh,
yeah.
I like
Go
that.
Panthers.
Go Panthers. Oh, wow. I was Edison Cat myself.
You kitty cats, curling up on people's laps and purring aggressively at
Yeah,
them.
it used to be the Tomcats, and then they switched it.
yeah.
But I still know all the Edison Middle School songs. They got 2. Only school I think that would have 2 songs, but still, God, we loved it. Let's just talk about real quick. What are you guys involved in at the school?
Sure. I am a co-captain of our Washington High School oral interp team, and I'm on the debate team. I was one of 2 folks last year to win a state championship for Washington High School. And I also have done some drama, and I'm the president of the Washington High School Young Democrats.
Wow, okay. Well, I'm in cheer, sideline, and competitive, and then I'm also in golf. But for activities, I'm involved in student council, senior events committee, which is you plan for prom and set that up, and then principals advisory and chess club.
Senior events committee, which I try to promote on here, so hopefully we can get some more money to it. What's a good way to get in contact with someone to give money to senior events committee? Do you know?
I don't know.
Well, I just put Jamie Newsoma's email on it, so she'll probably be upset when she gets stuff. So you guys are involved, okay? Mm-hmm. You're involved. Is that a secret to success in your high school career, do you think? Or is it something else? Is it just your personality, being more extroverted, stuff like that? Either one of you. I don't care who goes first.
Well, I think it's a great experience just to learn and make new friends.
Well, I think I've got a great personality, but I would say that being involved has definitely helped. Getting out there and being known certainly helps, especially with homecoming, but just getting to meet all kinds of people I would not have met if I was not involved, if I sort of stayed home and didn't do things in high school. And I'm really happy that I got to meet some of those people. Some of those people are very close friends of mine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Throughout your guys' career here, has there been a teacher of yours that's kind of stood out to help you along the way, kind of get from point A to point B, and just been kind of a good role model for you?
Yeah, I'd say Ms. McIntyre, Mac. She's almost more than a teacher. She's a mentor. Just personality-wise, she has a calmness and a reserve about her that I'd like to emulate. Someday I hope that I can also have those traits. And just her dedication to her students. I've never seen a teacher who is more concerned about how her students are doing in the world, maintains contact with them, even after they're in college and beyond. She is a truly incredible teacher.
I would honestly say you, Mr. Hanneman, because
Oh!
I know it's like
wow.
you're on the podcast, but like
Wow.
you're the one like teacher that has like stood out to me like and shown that you cared, and just like you come to class just like with a positive energy every day, and just like makes your like students feel like very cared about.
Well, thank you, Claire.
Mm-hmm.
That was really nice. You guys, I'm guessing you have plans to go to college after high school. Do you guys get any idea what you want to do?
No.
No? Don't know what you want to do?
I
seem, if you're in debate,
Mm-hmm.
Young Democrats,
Yeah.
you seem like you want to go into politics.
I eventually I would like to go into politics, but I have a significant dislike of politicians whose only life goal is to go into politics. They make the worst politicians, because the nature of being a politician is you have to represent some group of people, and they don't represent any group of people other than politicians, because that's their only life experience. So I do not have any intentions to go into politics until I have lived a significant portion of my life. What that significant portion of my life is, I have no idea. I'd like to get a degree in history or political science, but my parents have two political science and a history degree with them, and they say that I cannot get a degree in either of those two things because you can't get jobs with history or political science degrees.
Yeah, well, I got that, and I was in education, so that's probably the only job you can get with that.
Yeah, so
if you want to be a teacher, that's the right route, but
yeah.
it's not for everyone, which is good. You don't know where you want to go then? Stay in South Dakota or leave?
I want to leave for a little bit because I want to have a new experience. I've lived in a small Midwestern city my whole life. I'll probably live in a small Midwestern city the rest of my life. I'd like to get out and experience a few more things before the rest of my life happens.
What about you, Claire?
Well, I'm thinking towards like the medical side and like dentistry, which is what I'm leaning towards right now. I visited Creighton in Omaha, and that's the only one I've done so far, but I really liked it, and my sister goes there, and we've like just like toured the campus together, and like I know she really loves it there, and I think it'd be cool to go to my sister's college.
So you think you want to go out of state?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good. Obviously, there's no wrong answer for that. It's kind of like what you want to do. Biggest thing is, I guess, for me is, especially when I went to college, I didn't follow what I thought I should do. I did what my friends did, and for 2 years I should have been at another place, and then I finally transferred. But enough about me. We don't want to talk about that. So you guys at Washington, we have these 4 pillars, these 4 characteristics that try to make this school as best as it can possibly be, and that's the circle of courage: belonging, mastery, independence, and generosity. Do you guys feel like you belong here? And if so, why do you think that is?
I would say, yeah, like, just like the environment is just like the diversity, the people, the teachers, like everyone, it just like accepts you, and like there's so many clubs that you can join just to like do what you want to do, and just I love it here.
You know, I've had the great fortune where I've gone to 3 public schools that were very much communities where the teachers were invested in the students' lives and making sure that their students were very prepared for the outside world. They weren't just cashing a paycheck. And where all of the students felt that they belonged to a community and were invested in each other's success. And I'm very happy that I went to Washington High School. I'm not in the Washington High School district. I'm open enrolled. But I am very happy that I was able to get through that process, and this is the school that I can call home.
what are you saying to a kid who's on the fence about going to probably Lincoln or Washington?
Well, we have parking, so that's nice. Yeah, you can always park your car in the Washington parking lot. But even more than that, when you look at the makeup of Washington, there's always going to be somebody with a life experience that you haven't encountered, that you don't necessarily understand, that you can learn from. Washington High School is the most diverse school in the state of South Dakota. So there's always going to be that person who you can learn from, who you can listen to and learn about other cultures with. And that's not necessarily something that you have at Lincoln or at those other high schools that really makes Washington unique in the state of South Dakota and frankly in the Midwest as a region.
I mean, like, well said, like everything he said.
Yeah. Do you guys like going to school?
How honest can we be?
We can be as honest as we want.
I don't like waking up.
You don't like waking up?
Yeah, but about 20 minutes after I get to school, there's a moment where I'm happy that I did wake up because, well, for two reasons. One of them being 20 minutes after I get to school is usually the point where if I had still been in bed, my dogs would have jumped on top of me and forced me to get out of bed, so I'm happy that I didn't have them hurling towards me at several hundred miles an hour. But also because I've run into somebody who's a friend of mine, we're telling jokes, I'm getting stuff done, I feel like I'm accomplishing things, and that's a very nice feeling.
Yeah, I mean, like, I agree, like, just coming into class every day and just, like, seeing your friends, even if it's, like, not someone you are, like, best friends with, but, like, your school friends, and, like, you just have, like, that connection with each other. It's just, like, it makes you want to, like, be there for them, too.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's part of school is such a the biggest thing I think with school is the social aspect, not necessarily talking to people that you would outside of school.
Yeah.
And you get that. You get different people from all walks of life in here. Do you guys like, do you guys like showing spirit at the games or like any activities that you go to? Do you guys go to those, or is it more kind of go to your own drum and do your activities?
well, I mean, like, I am a cheerleader, so, like, I cheer at the
If you can
football
tell,
games.
if you can tell, check on the YouTube. She is a cheerleader.
Yep.
It's confirmed. It's
I mean,
confirmed.
I got a lot of school spirit, and I go to other games like basketball and volleyball games, and I'm always there cheering on everyone. So,
Just for the record, I am not a cheerleader, but I make it a point to go to all the football games, or as many as I can get to when I'm not working. And my favorite memory of being a Washington Warrior, and probably one of my top 3 memories of just the last 6 or 7 years of my life, was my freshman year. A buddy of mine named Lucas Erickson had these 2 pink bunny costumes. You know, in A Christmas Story, when Ralphie comes down the stairs on Christmas morning and he's dressed in the bunny costume that his aunt or whoever gave him? He had 2 of them, and he was trying to convince me that for the pink out football game that we should wear these pink bunny costumes. And I said, no, Lucas, we're going to look like idiots if we show up to this football game dressed like Easter bunnies. And he said, no. And finally, to shut him up, I said, fine, I'll wear the bunny costume if you'll stop talking to me about how I need to wear this bunny costume. And that football game was the most fun I've ever had in my life, just getting into it and being part of that community and having that warrior spirit. So yes, I am very happy that I go to those things and can engage with the community here.
Yeah, I mean, that spirit's kind of what the generosity is, or not the generosity, but the belonging here is. And you can feel that in the hallways. You guys have been in the K-12 school system for 13 years now. You're going on 13 technically, but you guys are homecoming candidates, and you got your whole life ahead of you, okay? And that's a big thing. That's a huge thing. Do you guys get nervous about the end of the year, and like having to kind of go out into the unknown and not knowing what's going to happen, and you'll have to meet so many new people? Do you guys get nervous about that, or is it more of like an exciting feeling?
I feel like it's just like the fear of the unknown. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I'm excited for like some aspects, just like college life, just meeting new people and just like being independent. But at the same time, it's like such a big change, and like you don't know what it's gonna be like.
Yeah. I definitely, along those same lines, I know that there are going to be parts of it that are going to be fantastic, and there are going to be parts of it that I can't forecast that are probably going to suck really bad. And I am looking forward to experiencing that part of my life. I'm looking forward to the exciting parts more than I'm looking forward to the bad parts. But knowing that there's a life out there for me that I haven't lived yet, that I can't forecast, that there's no way for me to predict that this is what it could be, is really exciting.
Yeah. Well, you guys have been involved with so much here. And part of it is, one thing that I tell students here is that you can read everything you want in these books, but unless you experience some stuff, you won't really have fulfillment with that kind of stuff, or with anything in life, for a matter of fact. So I'm wondering, is there an experience that you had here that just kind of sticks out to you, that you just say, that was great for me, and that was a good part of my life, and that was good that I got to meet someone, or I got to do something that wasn't necessarily something I normally do at Washington? Because if you're going out and you're being yourself, and which I think you guys are constantly, you find these experiences that kind of shape you. Did you have anything like that at Washington?
I don't know if I've had a specific experience, but I'd say that the totality of my experience at Washington has sort of constituted that, in that I don't usually hang out with football players. I don't usually hang out with people who go to the gym all the time. It's just not my general demographic of people. It's not who I naturally find myself with. But the fact that I'm in classes with these people all of the time, and some of them are very good friends of mine, and I know that if I hadn't gone to Washington, I hadn't been in these classes, and I hadn't allowed myself to step outside my comfort zone, I would have never been friends with Caden Schmidt or Trig Otten or any of these people. That I'm very happy that I allowed myself to step out of that comfort zone and just try to be friends, try to get to know everybody. Because without Washington, and without how the belonging here encourages that mindset, I would never have done that. And I would have missed out on a very important experience and some very important friendships as a result.
I would say joining the golf team. Like, I've never been a golfer in my entire life, and then my friends got the idea, like, hey, why don't we just like join the golf team for fun? Like, we'll just like be able to hang out on the course and like, I don't know, just have fun with it. And like, when I was joining, like, it was just like, I don't know, like, I just it just clicked that like it's something fun to do, and like, even if I'm not the best at it, it's just a great experience.
You were with my arch nemesis, Broyhill.
Yeah. Oh, I love Broyhill.
We get in fights all the time. He wins some. I don't really win, but we get in fights all the time. All right, well, I want to move into our Mount Rushmore. Okay. And you guys have a good Mount Rushmore for us today. Do you want to tell everyone what your Mount Rushmore is going to be?
Do you want to introduce it?
Yeah. Well, we decided to go with a Mount Rushmore of our favorite sauces because we felt it would be saucy. Yeah, I think that's a great way of introducing
the Mount Rushmore of sauces. Okay, so how this works, okay, is it's going to be a draft, okay? So the goal is to pick the best 4 sauces, okay? It's students versus teachers, or teacher. We're missing co-host today. So what we're going to do is, since you guys are the guests, you get to go first. You guys get the first pick, okay? And then I get a pick, my first pick, and then the second round starts, and I start the second round. Okay?
All right.
Got it?
Okay.
What's your favorite?
Ooh.
Best, it's not what's your fave, it's what's the best.
The best sauce, I have to say that the best sauce is sweet and sour sauce. The best, and I can see that look you're giving me. And I don't appreciate the judgment of it, because after all, Washington High School is a place of belonging. But hear me out. Soy sauce is proof that there are deities out there and they want us to be happy. Soy sauce is delicious. Soy sauce, you go to Hy-Vee. I work at Hy-Vee. So you go into Hy-Vee.
Is this soy sauce or sweet and sour?
Or sorry, sweet and sour sauce.
Okay.
I got confused in my head.
Okay.
Yeah. Sweet and sour sauce. You go into Hy-Vee and it comes in the little container. It's just plastic. It's not expensive. It's not flashy. It's just there. But every time you go and get Hy-Vee Chinese food, you get sweet and sour sauce. You can use it for sweet and sour chicken. You can dip your egg roll in it. It is versatile. And every time you get Chinese food, you will get sweet and sour sauce. You can't say that with every kind of food. You can't say every time I am going to go and get Greek food, I am going to go get, I'm trying to think of a Greek sauce. Oh, some kind of sauce. Or every time I'm going to go get fries. Or every time, there are all kinds of wing sauces.
Yeah, no, but you get ranch with it.
You get ranch with it, but that's a secondary sauce. There's the buffalo wing sauce or whatever sauce you're getting on the wings, and then there's a secondary sauce. So it's not the primary sauce. I was not informed that secondary sauces were eligible for this competition, so I'm calling foul on your example there. And sweet and sour sauce is the clear number one pick in this draft, and anybody who says otherwise is a communist.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yep.
That's perfect. Well, first pick off the board, sweet and sour sauce. I'm going to go with mine, and I'm looking at the heart of America with this one.
You panderer.
Hey. I'm just telling you what I think the best sauce is, and it has to be buffalo. Okay? You can put buffalo on everything, okay? Yes.
No.
Yes.
On an egg roll?
On an egg, that would make an egg roll actually eatable.
Oh. Wow. You're one of those people.
Wings is one of the greatest foods you could ever have. Wings is one of the greatest foods you could ever have. Buffalo mac and cheese? Are you kidding me?
Okay,
You're telling me
good.
that's not better than regular mac and cheese?
I have a
Buffalo pizza?
Quick question here. Since when has Buffalo, New York been in the Midwest? Because you said that you were catering to the Midwestern pie.
Yeah, but who eats the majority of the wings? It's the people that have the chickens.
Oh, but not the people who invented. You're just appropriating their sauce?
Yes, we are appropriating the sauce.
Okay.
We are appropriating the sauce.
All right.
Okay. Then I will go to my second one. Okay. And, we like beef. We really do. Mm-hmm. And more importantly, we like high-grade beef. Maybe with a little ribeye, a T-bone. We like A1. Okay, we want that top grade quality. We want steak sauce. Okay, and now I hate this whole thing that you say, if you eat steak with a steak sauce, then you think the steak's bad. No, that's crap. Okay, you can eat steak however you want, except with ketchup. Okay, and that's my second pick.
All right, fair. I can't argue with that.
Okay, now it is your guys's.
Well, I don't know. You haven't chosen ranch. Is that not a sauce yet?
That is a sauce. You can choose ranch.
Yes. Ranch.
Yeah, speaking of the Midwest.
It just goes with everything.
It does?
Chicken. Strips.
So chicken and strips?
Fries. Wings. Salad.
Secondary sauce on wings. You guys said that, not me. I'm just
okay, then don't eat it with wings.
Yeah, so we just get all of the things other than wings.
No, ranch is a very good pick.
Yeah.
But, I wouldn't have gone with my second pick. Obviously, I picked steak sauce.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yes, we have another one. Well, I think that it's kind of obvious to go with ketchup here, because at some point somebody's going to take ketchup, and like it or not, there is a demographic out there of people who are 7 years old and younger who won't eat things that don't have ketchup. And because all of these, and they deserve representation, we can't disenfranchise them because they're young, and because they'll put ketchup on their chicken strips and they'll put ketchup on their Doritos or whatever they're eating. I saw a guy do that once. I know it offended me personally, but they're still deserving of representation, because ketchup will go on everything if you truly and sincerely want it and need it to go on everything. I think that ketchup is a valid third choice here.
No, I'll let you guys have that. With the third pick for my team, for the team teachers, there's this thing called a taco. Okay? There's this thing called a taco. And believe it or not, the only thing that makes it a taco, besides the meat, the cheese, the lettuce, the tortilla, the only thing that makes it a taco is a sour cream you add on it. Okay, you guys thought I was going with a hot sauce or something. Yeah. No, the sour cream goes with every single Mexican food. Okay, and if you don't have sour cream with your Mexican food, then you're just lying to yourself. Okay, it sucks that it costs extra, but hey, you have to deal with that. Why does stuff cost extra? Because people want it.
You know, I'm gonna point something out here. When you go to Hy-Vee and you get your Chinese food, you know it doesn't cost extra? Sweet and sour sauce.
Maybe
you get
that's
that
because it's not quality.
It is quality, but you don't have to pay extra for it because they just recognize that it's a need. It's not a want. It's not something that you should have to request. It's just something that's there and that you take. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you believe what you want. I had my fourth one. It came out of my head. I lost it. And now I'm going to have to go on a whim because it was dang good. It was dang good. Filibuster. I'm going to go, shoot. Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay. It's kind of became a bigger and bigger trend. Frank's Red Hot. You know, I love spicy foods, okay? I like spiciness. I don't want mayo. It's too bland. And you guys are probably going to choose mayo next. That's disgusting.
I wasn't going to choose. I swear I wasn't.
Oh, my
now
God.
We are.
Okay.
But mayo's good.
Mayo's too Midwest for me. There's on the Midwest scale, there's ranch in the middle, then there's mayo. That's the far.
Yeah, well, there's Miracle Whip, which is just like that's unhealthy mayo.
But I want to get back to what I think. Frank's Red Hot. On a Jack's pizza, a frozen pizza, Red Baron, I mean, any frozen pizza, you put a little bit of that stuff, you get a little taste, a little bit more taste, okay? You can put it with really anything except for cereal, okay?
Yeah.
And there, I'm out. Okay. Now, you guys have your final pick.
All right.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm going to say Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh! From nowhere.
Yep.
I did not expect that.
Heaven.
It's
Heaven.
pretty dang good. Plus, I'll note, again, I work at Hy-Vee. The thing about Chick-fil-A sauce, Chick-fil-A donates 100% of the proceeds of the Chick-fil-A sauce to their employees paying for college. That's right. When you buy Chick-fil-A sauce, 100% of what Chick-fil-A makes off of that Chick-fil-A sauce is being used to pay for somebody to go to college.
So, interesting. So you guys are pandering
Yes.
to charities.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We're pro-charity if you don't want to be pro-charity.
No, this podcast has always been pro-charity.
Okay.
It's always been pro-charity.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
That just makes Chick-fil-A sauce taste like 20 times better.
Yeah.
So
it's the taste of goodwill.
So what were your
Exactly.
guys' sauces?
What were our sauces?
I had
First
ranch.
is sweet and sour.
Yeah, sweet and sour. We had ranch. We had ketchup. We had Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yes.
And I had buffalo. I had A1. I had Frank's Red Hot, and I had sour cream.
I think ours is better.
I mean, hey, democracy wins at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And the people on Twitter will have to decide.
Yep.
Is there going to be a poll?
There is a poll.
There's
There's a
a
poll after the Mount Rushmores here.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah, it's going to be big. Well, hey, thank you two for coming on the podcast. This was really fun. You guys have such good energies around you, and I'm really excited to see what you guys do in the future. So, yeah, thank you. If you guys got anything else you want to say before we depart.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thank you for having us. It's been both an honor and a pleasure.
Oh, wow. Thank
Yeah.
you.